Gentile or Jew, O you who turn the wheel and look to windward, consider Phlebas, who was once handsome and tall as you. Hello and welcome to Liam's Lyceum. I'm your host Liam, aka Hemvar, and today I'll be doing a spoiler-free review of Iain M. Banks' Consider Phlebas. Consider Phlebas is book 1 in the Culture series by Iain M. Banks. It's kind of an open-ended grand space opera series set decently far into the future, they're largely standalones, right? So this is a standalone. It starts with the epigram I just shared. Actually, that's a quote from T.S. Eliot's The Wasteland. There's also a quote from the Quran, which is, "Idolatry is worse than carnage." This is definitely space opera with an interstellar society that has gotten to post-scarcity, right? So it's a utopia, essentially. This society is called the Culture. There is a war between the Culture and the Adiran Empire, and our protagonists, Bora Horza Gobuchul, fights against the Culture in this war. Even though he is from the Culture, I should clarify there. The story starts with a mind, a sort of highly intelligent AI, fleeing the destruction of its ship in an Adiran ambush. It goes to Shar's world, a forbidden planet of the dead. Horza, a mercenary and a shape changer, is to be executed, but is saved from this fate as the Adirans want him to go and retrieve the mind. They believe he may be able to get past the Dra Azon because he once was part of a group of changers that acted as stewards on the planet Shar. Otherwise, this planet's incorporeal guardians keep the 11,000-year-old ruins out of Adiran and Culture reach. The Adirans believe in gods. They're very religious. The Culture essentially have their lives ruled by machines. Horza does not like this status the machines have over humans in the Culture, and though he finds the Adirans harsh and doesn't believe in their gods, he still fights for them because I guess idolatry is worse than carnage. A foil to Horza is Balveda, who is tasked to find and apprehend Horza. She is a member of Special Circumstances, a branch of Contact. She herself does not condone the methods of the organization. She does believe in their goals, though. This is a kind of a utopian with issues. It's not dystopian, but while the Culture is set up as good, we don't get the most thorough explanation of Horza's dislike, actually. It's rather thoughtless, and I don't think this is bad character writing, but how many in real life have opinions on things they haven't actually thoroughly thought out. It's humanistic, though, at times. It's philosophically focused on fundamentalism that treats all thinking creatures as individuals with respect. Ideas of identity and a lack thereof are very central to this story, though. I feel like they're very obvious, and they made the story a lot more enjoyable when there's actually still like a lot of weird stuff going on. There is a cool megastructure called an orbital that is 14 million kilometers in breadth. This orbital has been dubbed a Banks orbital in futurism, and it's similar to a ring world, but does not ring a star, of course. But there's many heists, lots of action, comedy, failures, grotesque stuff. Even, I warn you, there's some grotesque cannibalism here. Over these things to think about, though. And one of the things actually that comes up is is this violence necessary, and or does it at least help? And where are the heroes, right? And does plot armor help them succeed? And is this therefore then all done on purpose? This is generally considered to be the worst of the Culture novels, and a lot of people don't recommend you start here. I like starting with book 1, even if it's generally considered the worst. Did the same with Discworld. And I very much enjoyed it. I really liked it, actually. And I'm very much looking forward to continuing with the Player of Games. Banks impressed me. And it's very, very bold to start off a series about the Culture with someone who is an enemy of the Culture. That's very bold, I feel like. And obviously done on purpose. So that sets up the series, I think, really well in and of itself. And gets you something to think about. And we'll see what else comes with the next books. I think it's interesting also when I think of the Culture politically wise, is that I know tons and tons of people who adore the Culture, probably for good reason, since I enjoyed Consider Phlebas so much, but also from very different political spectrums. And so it definitely has some commentary that is worthwhile, I feel like, and you can learn something from it, though hopefully I don't get people hating on each other saying they don't understand what Banks is going for, but whatever it is. So anyways, Liam from Liam's Lyceum. I'll catch you next time.